Good morning, Eagles. On today's Morning Jolt, we went around the building and interviewed staff and asked them to answer the question, what is something that you accomplished this year that you are proud of? While initially many people paused and thought, nothing, we wanted to remind you that simply being here is an accomplishment in and of itself, and we're proud of you. We wish you all a relaxing and easy summer, and we hope that the next time that we meet is not on a meet. Have a great summer, Eagles. We'll see you in the tea room.
I think I've accomplished mastering how to create ed puzzles and posting them and improving my technology skills, thanks to my awesome coach.
And I accomplished learning how to project everything and navigate Google Meet better.
One thing that I'm super proud of this year is that I have focused even more on building relationships and having fun with the kids in class and even virtually, and I definitely think it's paid dividends, which is why I'm super proud of it.
I'm proud of the fact that my freshman students were still able to grow as writers, despite the fact that oftentimes it was difficult due to the circumstances.
I am proud of only having to quarantine twice this school year.
I was able to help another teen in a different state, and it was an awesome feeling.
I am proud of, personally, I'm proud of my kiddo that I had this year, Declan. And then professionally this year, I feel like I did a lot of reaching out home and calling home and communicating with families more, so I'm proud of that as well.
So I'm normally a pretty intense teacher, and one thing I'm proud of this year is that I kind of took a step back and thought more about kind of what the kids are going through and tried to tailor the curriculum more toward that to help them, and I think it really worked out.
I am proud of being more flexible and just understanding that everybody's kind of coming in with different circumstances, and especially just being more understanding of all of that.
I'm proud of learning how to tile my bathroom so that I could completely remodel it all by myself.
I am incredibly proud of the work of Student Achievement Committee this year. We've been working on how to reach our freshmen, and I think this year we landed on a great platform with our freshman foundations that we're looking to carry on into next year into higher grades.
I'm proud of I've really picked up reading, and I've pretty much read about 2 books each month here for over the past year, so I'm really proud of that, and just happy with different things it's brought to me.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of made me slow down and appreciate the things that I have in my life, whether that's the kids I teach here at school or just the things that I have in the people in my life.
Something I've accomplished this year that I'm proud of is being the first SRO back in Lakes High School after many years of the program not being here. And I feel as though I've built a solid relationship with the school and the students.
We were able to maintain and execute all of our regular productions in a new and innovative way.
I'm extremely proud to have been able to spend a special extra time with my brand new daughter, who was born in October of 2019, and then a few months later, I was home with her every day. And that was time that I cherish.
You know what I'm pretty proud of this year is typically we do our Eagle Pride Live in the cafeteria in the mornings, and I actually had to work with iMovie to figure out how to celebrate these students once a month, and I really enjoyed understanding how to incorporate the iMovie, all the pictures and videos and all the sound into it, and really, to me, it enhanced what I can actually do now, so I'm proud of that.
I'm really proud that we were able to help our youngest son, Lewis, get through his first year of college in the midst of a pandemic. I've never been more scared for one of my children, and to help him get through that and to realize all the growth there is something that all 3 of us, Mrs. Castor, myself, and Lewis, are really, really proud of. So it can be done.
Just learning how to use different technology and being able to kind of do 500 things at once and not get overwhelmed and still try to put on a positive face for the students.
I am proud of the number of cartons of ice cream that I consumed and hours of Netflix. Hopefully never have to do it again.
I just had to relearn how to do things, and I did it, and I was happy.
So the biggest accomplishment this year that I'm extremely proud of is both my daughters have earned big promotions within their jobs.
My daughter that's in the medical field is now an assistant director of one of the top pharmaceutical companies in the world. And my youngest daughter, who is a detective with the police department, has accomplished being on multi-jurisdictional task force. So with her career, she's moving up real quickly as well. So it's a great accomplishment for both of them, and I'm very proud of them.
Both my wife and I have gotten to the point where we are giving our little 6-year-old a little bit of freedom.
One of the things I'm most proud of is the ability to be able to know students by just seeing their eyes, even though we can't see their faces. Getting to know them that way has been pretty neat. And then all my years as a waitress when I was younger came in handy as I worked on my biceps and multitasked and taught with my computer on my hand like a serving tray.
I successfully rode the Dogecoin roller coaster with Mr. Phelan in our 4th hour supervestment group. So that was kind of a win.
I've become quite an amateur video editor, and we've done a lot of really cool live streaming work this year, so it's been really cool. But I'm hoping that we get to do real stuff next year and not have it be virtual.
I think the thing I'm most proud of this year is being able to make good relationships and productive relationships with my students, even though it's been a little difficult this year.
Probably making relationships with my kids in class, but also my own kids. Fixing our deck, a nice beautiful deck where we could run outside personally, right? And just surviving and making the best of this school year.
I became a father this year, so I'm learning all the daddy stuff and the new daddy stuff and being a husband and daddy stuff. So it's been a great wild adventure and I'm really enjoying it.
Managing to manage the classes and keep the students engaged and getting through this year that was will forever be unusual. So that much I'm proud of, yes.
Something I accomplished this year was I finished component 2 and 4 of national boards.
So we have reorganized the entire library. It was a huge effort. Basically put different books in different places and genreified them, and I'm just really proud that we took the time when students weren't here to get something really productive done that will work and be awesome for them next year.
I'm just happy that we were able to have some semblance of a track and field season. Less than ideal for sure, but just the fact that the kids got out and were able to compete is a victory for us.
One thing that I've accomplished this year that I'm really proud of is just getting my course proposal approved, Modern America through Pop Culture. I'm super excited to teach it for the first time next year.
Personally, very proud of the fact that my last child graduated from high school. Woohoo!
I am proud to say that I have been tested 0 times for COVID, but unfortunately my kids were tested twice.
This year I am proud of just the fact that we have all been able to come together and persevere through this huge challenge of hybrid learning, remote learning, and all the back and forth.
One thing I'm proud of is teaching my daughter how to talk. I think every day it's a different lesson. There are new words that she's trying to learn, and so she's at a point now where she's learned enough where she can boss me around and tell me to sit down or pick me up, or she talks enough now where she tells me what to do all the time.
I am proud of lots of things this year. I learned a lot of different ways to play games online that I had not tried before or just tried sporadically. The biggest thing I was concerned about was student connection, and I had a class that most of the kids were virtual the whole year, and they did have their cameras on, and they would laugh at my jokes and it made me feel really good. And there was a student I had never met in person, and I met him at a track meet in real life, and it was really fulfilling.
I made the decision this year to have bariatric surgery in December, so I am down 112 pounds as of last week, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Well, after 15 years, I've retired from coaching field hockey. It was a great experience, but it's time to end.
I guess it wouldn't be something that I've accomplished so much as I am proud of our students and their ability to persevere and to achieve and succeed under some really tough circumstances. So that's something I'm very proud of.
This year I'm proud of our
Lake Student Services YouTube page. We put a lot of information on there. It's been kind of a new skill to learn how to like take videos and upload them and edit them and all that stuff. So it's been kind of fun to put all of our content in a new platform.
We are really proud of our chemistry and food students doing their labs at home.
And when we got back into school, we got them back into the lab doing their lab skills here as well.
I'm really proud of how many books I read. It was really great diversifying what I was reading all while working and having a family.
I had a quarantine baby and I have not ruined him yet.
I am super proud of Student Services for bringing back Gen Education groups.
Completing another year being plant-based and learning how to golf is something I'm definitely excited and proud about.
My growth in technology, from just only doing basic emails to running Google Meets, sharing a screen, and presenting things with the kids, that has probably been the biggest growth and positive of the school year.
I think my communication with parents and families has drastically increased and improved. Just having to call home all the time and talk to parents, just that partnership has really developed and something I'm really proud of.
I played a few games in class. I played a good Kahoot that I think the class enjoyed and they had a lot of fun.
I am super proud of the partial day absence form that supplements Frontline when we have people leaving the building. It lets us get rid of an awful lot of paper.
As far as leading the student services team, I'm really proud about the presentations and curricular information that we have pushed out virtually, not only to our students, but also as a way to increase our partnerships with parents and making sure they're engaged in all of the student services processes, from scheduling for next year to applying to college and looking at careers for their future.
A couple things, Dogecoin, and I launched my consulting business called More on Consulting. Follow us on Twitter, More on Consulting.
So in 3 weeks, I went from being just the receptionist and picked up doing like the fees secretary portion, and also our attendance secretary was out. So for 3 weeks, I was doing all 3 jobs, and I feel like it just taught me how to be like a stronger person and just more confident in my job.
I think just maintaining a sense of normalcy through the pandemic at Lakes High School is something I'm proud of, that the staff and the administration have put together this year. And then, just keeping hold of our own sanity as well. So those are 2 things that I'm proud of this year.
Hey, anytime we can survive a pandemic, we've got to be proud. It's been a crazy 8 years. Goodbye, everyone.